Hi everyone, thanks for joining us today. My name is Gabriel Ayora, and with me is my colleague Jameese Warner. Today we are restreaming a webinar that took place past Thursday. This was the this was in charge of my colleagues at Europe, so it was on a very different time zone than us. So we are now restreaming it just for the convenience of, in this case, North America. So any questions that you may have, please write them in the comments. We will be answering all of your questions at the very end as to not disturb the presentation. And without further ado, I will leave you with the presentation. We'll be back with you once it's finished. Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome to our webinar, Better Deliverables with MicroStation. And here we have today's speakers, Alicia Rodriguez. Hello, Alicia.
Hello, Maria. Hello, everybody.
Alicia is a senior application engineer for MicroStation. She has been working for more than 20 years at Bentley Systems, where she started in MicroStation technical support, an experience of more than 25 years with this software. As you can imagine, she has organized conferences, webinars, has shown many successful projects, and has given courses all over the world and to many different companies, governmental ones, large construction companies, small offices, and also to students. Currently, Alicia is also working helping companies in their digital transformation through the digital twins. Alicia studied topography as well as geodesy and cartography in Spain. And I'm Maria Sanchez Tuñón, Master in Forestry Engineering, and I have more than 20 years of experience in civil work projects. I've worked on site and also designing linear infrastructures, mainly railway platform ones, and also as hydrology and drainage specialist. I come from Spain. I lived also in England, and after moving to Germany, where I live now in Munich, I joined Bentley Systems last June as product sales engineer in EMEA for MicroStation and Open Buildings. I enjoy collaborating with companies and providing solutions for their projects to make their work efficient and always contributing to sustainability. And now, Alicia, it's your turn.
Thanks, Maria. Okay, so we'll start now with agenda. So to obtain better deliverables, we will review today two different topics: advanced data reporting and drawing composition using the dynamic view workflow. We start now. Bentley has developed the advanced data reporting technology to save users and travelers by adding intelligence to design, automate the workflow, and reduce the risks of errors. And all this will help create deliverables faster while drastically improving change management throughout the entire work cycle in a very simple way. Advanced data reporting is the center of this automation and data-driven transformation, and it is composed of several tools such as item type, report, node, display rule, and more. And the best thing is that all these advanced capabilities are not only limited to MicroStation, but can also be extended to all Bentley open application products such as Open Building, Open Plant, Open Road, Open Utility, etc. So we will see a demo for this. Thanks to property-driven workflow in MicroStation, all elements and components can be enriched with attribute and business information using item type. The item type is at the core of advanced data reporting with the other component that I said before and that we will review now, which provide a way to increase the automation of data entry, add intelligence to the workflow, and ensure consistency. Expression can be added to item property as a text string defining the syntax, for example, to define the length for a line or the coordinate for an element, etc. Then, using big list or set of value that we define for a property of the item, and then look look table make the tagging of your data very quick, efficient, and safe. And they really reduce the risk of manual errors. So big lists can be created in the DGM and in a DGML file or an external file, Excel files. Here you can see an example to identify some properties. So once we create the item types, they can be attached to all kinds of elements. You can attach to line, cells, text, etc. Here you identify all the properties for the item type, and to attach only need to select the element. Also we have other methods. And we can review this property from the element very easy from the properties, and from here we can edit this property too if we need. It's very, very simple method. And if you have dozen or hundred of items multiplied by their properties, we have a bidirectional communication with Excel to edit, import, and export your set of items. Right. When we have the item type in our project, it's very easy to graphically locate associate or linked element. So here you can see as you select a group or a simple item, and you can locate in your design very quickly, and you can zoom to this specific element. This is very, very simple. Yep. And we can create search, advanced search by any of their properties. Here we are searching the element type bits, where manufacture was a specific value. And we obtain, in this example, 2 elements. And again, we can locate in the graphically very, very simple too. Okay, let's continue with the annotation. Annotation become very easy using fields. So this is a text derived from an object property, and the item types in many annotation tools, as such as place text, place note, or place label. Here we can see an example placing the coordinate of a cell origin. So this take this information from the element and link with the element. So if the element move, you can see the coordinate value in the text are updated too. Okay. So then the text favorite manager in MicroStation Connect Edition has a variety of element property types to enable a reusable property-driven annotation. The text favorite created in the text favorite manager can contain placeholder fields as well as fields with property values. With the text favorite now using element property, updating these fields are automatically based on the property. Chains are automatically propagated to the annotation in your drawing. And this saves a lot of time and increase accuracy when annotation your design. Here you can see when element changes, the length of the element, the text is changed too. And of course, we can edit the property very easy using the edit item. Okay, so we can continue now speaking about tables and reports. You can also automate the creation of reports to extract and present data from the design file in a tabular format. A very interesting thing requested by several users is that it can contain summary, groups, and aggregates. and this report allow us to place that associated data into a model placed as table in the drawing. Okay, here we can see some example for report and all the columns that you can add and all information that you can review before placing, and where all is okay, so we can place as a table in the design. You can see some example now. Okay, selecting of course all settings. We have several tools. When we place a table, we have several tools to manage and configure the tables to add, merge, resize column and row, or change color and weight from the text, etc. This can be done manually for a specific table, or we can use table sheet and table style to manage all tables. So here you can see an example to change the color, for example, in this table. Okay, then MicroStation can also help visualizing your data in different and useful way. Display rules are a powerful feature in which the display of engineering model can be override based on a number of criteria. It helps you to communicate better your project and create 3D visual report. Display rules don't actually change the symbology of the model. They are strictly for display time. However, the result can be printed to a PDF or to other format. So, a summary in this topic: annotation, reports, tables, and visualization rules will allow us to extract, place, and visualize data both inside and outside our design. As we saw in the demonstration, advanced data reporting has many benefits. Add intelligence to design, automate the process, avoiding manual and repetitive work, ensure consistency, especially when entering large amount of data, reduce the risk of errors, propagate change to all annotation, drawings, and reports involved. All this will help create deliverables faster while drastically improving change management throughout the entire work cycle in a very simple way, because it is very, very easy to use, and very important point is it reduces cost and delivery times. Okay, so now we continue about the drawing composition. There are various tools, technologies, and concepts that are used to generate drawing and sheets in the MicroStation Connect edition. We will do an overview about sheet index, dynamic views, workflow, and various components that we will use in the plant's production process. To understand better, the dynamic view is a general name that encompasses a number of related technologies which share a common goal of making model analysis and documentation more interactive and intuitive. This technology ranges from use of model and detailing symbol style is to save views and referencing. Here we have an example. Let me show you. Of an intelligence section, very easy, intelligence section of a design. But we will review how it works in MicroStation. The drawing extraction or composition process is something that has been done for a long time with MicroStation, but now many things has been changed and improved. First will be is create a sheet index. So a sheet index is a centralized and structured collection of sheets in your project. It can be useful in creating a sheet set that contains all the sheets of your project. You can organize the sheets in the sheet index by different category. Each category is a different folder in the sheet index. Custom property and fields derived from sheet index properties and model properties can be created and attached to sheets and placed as a text field in this sheet. So you can then manage the properties of all sheets model within the sheet index collectively. Then we have the ability to override sheet numbering rules for sheet, each folder as text field in any sheets too. Sheet numbering rules enable you to define rules to generate a sheet number for all sheet in the sheet index. When we have the structure, you may link any sheet model from any design file of your project into the sheet index. And this can be done at the same time that you create them. And we can open any of these model in the project very easy, selecting them from the sheet index. Okay, traditionally, the laying out of drawing onto a sheet is the time-consuming and error-prone process that this is done differently by everyone on a team and can cause inconsistency and delay in getting project delivery. To overcome this, as part of the Documentation Center solution for accelerate sheet creation and layout, MicroStation Connect Edition offers name boundary feature to simplify the cumbersome process or sheet creation and further enhance the dynamic view workflow. It allows to define a simple area, creating a safe view, a drawing, and a sheet model, and layout and reference the information. All easy automatic, all in an automatic way. Very simple and fast. Here you can see the sample about to place the project number or sheet number that we defined before. Okay? Here's in the title block. Let's continue. We can move from design model or the opposite using the layout because everything is connected. You need to create in the source model, it will be applied in the sheet. Reference manipulate if then the details or area can be added in the same sheet following the same step. The only difference is we don't create new sheet, but select the same one at each step. And here we are creating another detail. And this example, you can see we have 3 details. Okay, but the potential of the name boundary increase if we create or select multiple areas at the same time, being able to create multiple sheets with only 2 clicks. In this example, we are creating an array with 2 arrows and 2 columns, but we can create a lot of more columns and arrow at the same time, all that you need. Even we can arrange their position before processing them if you need to. Here, we are creating 4 sheets at the same time, and we add in the project. And of course, after creation, you can see here that we create the 4 model very quickly, and we can review them one by one. Then, if you work with a liner project, now we can see, yeah, if we work as this example with a liner project, here we can see a ROAD. Name boundary can be placed along the element and define an overlap value between every pair or sheet. A sheet will be automatically aligned to the selected path, and all sheets need to cover the path from the starting and end point are aligned with every portion of the path. Now you can see all elements. So we can create sheet digitally as we did before, or first we can create the name boundary using a save view, and then manipulate and then create the set of sheet in the sheet index, and then we can start just to navigate between all of them. You can see how we add now to a folder in the project, and in this case we create 34 information at the same time, so we can check here the result in different areas. Okay, another important tool is the drawing boundary. This feature is provided to allow you to quickly and easily define the location of a drawing on a sheet. A drawing boundary is a predefined area on a sheet model which may contain a drawing. You can place multiple drawing boundary on a sheet model. This drawing boundary can then be populated with content. In this example, we have 6 areas that we need to fill with some details from other design using different way. You can use a save view, okay, and then create the drawing, or you can directly use a drawing boundary and place this predefined area like a name boundary, so we can mix and work with all options together. Okay. Now we are filling one of these area with this detail, and the last 3 options we will create using drawing boundary. You place the same area that you need to fill in the sheet. So we place, in this case, the 3 options together, and you can see the predefined area is eliminated, so you cannot reuse. Okay, and fill all together very quickly too. In today's world, infrastructure projects are very complex, with many deliverables require data-rich files. MicroStation Connect Edition can help save time by aiding in automate deliverables. With the Connect Edition, you can automate sheet generation with the detailing toolset. This includes options to generate plans, detail, section, and elevation within your 3D model. Here, there is an example to create a section and then create a detail, placing in a specific predefined area using all tools that we reviewed before. We use the hypermodeling technology in MicroStation, and this will help you to navigate between 3D models and 2D drawing dynamically in the same environment. Okay, so there is a link between all the information, as I said before. So all that you modify in the resource is updated in all places. Okay? So here we can see that I use the same tools to select the detail and place in a predefined area that I create before in the center of the area. And focus on your design, while MicroStation speed up the generation of deliverables with its robust documentation creation feature. Forgot about double checking dimension and changing plans and sheets every time and update a drawing or model. Instead, use the metadata you can incorporate into your modeling to generate reports and place as a table, as I showed just before, and quantity take off effectively. So you can place all information for your sheet very quickly in a report and place in a table. And finally, the last step will be printing your sheet. From sheet index, you can create a print organizer project. This creates a set or printing with the same folder structure created before in the sheet index. Of course, you can modify without problem. You can print all or a group or sheet and obtain a single file or separate file from them. In this case, I create a PDF with all sheet all together. So drawing composition has a lot of benefit too. As we can see, provide live and intelligent deliverables, has the ability to automate many of the steps that would normally be required to design the sheet and thereby speed up the process by providing well-organized methodology for delivering the sheet set. It maintains the association, this is very important, between the source 3D model and sheets. So everything that is modified is automatically updated in the rest of the model. Models are more interactive and intuitive. This eliminates errors and inconsistency. Centralize and organize sheets in your project. All this will help create deliverables faster. And in the past, the process to create presentation need many steps, but now the process is very easy to understand and interpret. So drawing composition reduce time and cost, and this, of course, reduce delays in your project delivery. So that's all for my part, Maria, and I hope this helped all users to understand how MicroStation can create better deliverables in their projects. So thank you very much for your attention.
Alrighty, so thank you very much for having joined this presentation. So now we will pass to the round of questions. Jamis, are you still with me for the questions? Alrighty. So before we jump into other matters, I have a couple of questions here. We have no questions in the comments of LinkedIn, but please feel free to write any questions while we answer these two questions that I have for Jamis actually. So having watched that presentation, I found that interactive models are very interesting and helps a lot in the work that we do when working with designs. So I just have a couple questions for you, Jamis. Can MicroStation tables, the one that Alicia showed, can be linked? Can we link these tables to Excel sheets?
Yes. So if the tables are done in Excel, we definitely can import the tables into MicroStation. So instead of having to recreate a table in MicroStation, which you have that option to do that if a table was not already created in Excel. Instead of redoing a table in MicroStation, you can just simply import the existing table from Excel to MicroStation.
And this link is a dynamic link. I mean, if I update something in the Excel sheet, does this get updated within MicroStation or is only one way?
Yes, you should be able to enable that. So if something's being updated in Excel, it should update and reflect in MicroStation.
Alrighty. So in case anyone is interested in that feature, please contact me later and I can show you how and send you some resources to be able to do this in MicroStation. Another one, Jamis. So are all of these features that Alicia showed today limited to DGN models, or can be these used on third-party CAD models, like from our competitors, I would say?
Yes, and we do provide a list on our website from previous blogs of all supported file formats that we do support in MicroStation. So yeah.
Great, that's great. So, alrighty, we still have no questions on the comments. So, before we jump to the next things, I just want to remind you, and let me quickly just turn this logo off so you can scan the QR code on the screen. This webinar is part of a series of webinars that we are doing this year to showcase the top reasons to do your projects with MicroStation. So our upcoming webinar is on May 25th of this month. My colleagues Minakshi and Andrian will be presenting this time. Again, this will happen and probably an inconvenient time for our North America uh, attendees, but we will be trying to restream it again. So without further ado, if you don't have any questions or comment, this is the end of our presentations. I just want to thank everyone that attended today. And if you have any further questions or any comment whatsoever, you can reach out to me. If you are watching this on LinkedIn, please connect with me on LinkedIn or message me directly. Either me or Jamis will be able to answer any of your questions regarding MicroStation. So thank you, Jamis. Thank you for joining us today.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks, everyone, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.